talking about an event coming up right here in Fort Payne, Alabama, is Daron Harris. Good morning.
Good morning, Angela.
How are you?
Good. I'm great. Good morning, Lookout Mountain, Sand Mountain, Fort Payne, everybody in the area. Thanks for having me on the show.
Oh, you're well. Yeah. Thank you for coming. We got something really exciting going on, and it's going to bring thousands and thousands and thousands to people to our area, and we want to make sure that our hometown folks know what's going on. So tell us what's going on in Fort Payne.
It's Boom Days. You may have heard of it. We are the Alabama official event of the year this year. That's big news because that's named by the state, named by the governor, the Department of Tourism. Over thousands of possible or nominated events around the state. So that puts us over the Talladega 500, over the Cane Tuck, WC Handy Festival, all the other great festivals around the state. We are number one. So that's a big deal for our area here and something to be really proud of. We've got a lot going on with Boom Days, music, family attractions, arts in the park. We'll have local vendors represented as well, so there's really something for everybody. And I encourage you to go to www.boomdays.org. That's our website.
.org.
And you can find us on Facebook just by simply typing in Boom, B-O-O-M, Days, D-A-Y-S, that's 2 words, in your little search bar up there in the Facebook universe, and you'll see us right away. We're really the only Boom Days entity out there on social media to find. And so you'll see right now you'll see a little yellow square with the black text Boom Days in it. You'll know that's us. And we keep that pretty up to date. Every day we have several new fresh announcements relating to different artists, different aspects of the festival, which is formerly known as a Boom Days Heritage Celebration, because what we're really telling here is we're really celebrating the story, the history of Fort Payne and how this area was originally boomed back in the late 1800s and up until now. You know, that boom started a chain of events that leads us up till today and brought us into the hosiery period where we were the sock capital of the world and all of that great
that really
part of our
boomed
story.
for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it'll come back.
We're hoping so.
We're hearing some things like that.
But this event is bringing a lot of outside interest to the area because we are the #1 event in the state. We will see people coming from all over the region, you know, down from Chattanooga, up from Birmingham, Atlanta, over from Muscle Shoals. Heck, we've got the Swampers coming from Muscle Shoals, too.
The Swampers.
And they'll be here opening prior to Delbert McClinton himself playing.
Talent like that coming to Fort Payne is just unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. And guess what? Most of that is for free. I mean, if you go to the Pavilion Park stage and see the Swampers at 3 p.m. and Delbert at 4:30 p.m., those shows are totally for free. So, with the way things are going in the world now, where I don't know if you've tried to go to a major concert recently or buy a ticket for somebody else or bring your family with you, but, $50, $60, $70, $80 a pop per ticket, usually at a minimum, it's really preclusive for most families to go out and enjoy top caliber, Grammy level winning talent these days. And yet we're able to bring those to Fort Payne and have them available for the whole family for free. So we're very proud of being able to do that, and we have to thank our many sponsors and the city of Fort Payne, obviously, for making that possible, because without all of that community grassroots support, none of this would happen.
That's true. I'm telling you. And I've been there before, and it's not, you don't just go sit and listen to somebody sing. You're there, and it's festive, and there's kids running around, and there's families running around. It's wholesome, clean fun, fun for everybody. And you've got a lot of things lined up there that I know you're going to talk about.
Yeah, it's a lot to try to talk about. So that's why I encourage everybody to please go to our website, www.boomdays, BOOMDAYS.org, O-R-G. It's not .com, it's .org. So be sure to enter that in. And you'll be able to find our full roster of events, our event schedule, which is just many, many things going on, starting at 8 a.m. with the Hauling for Hannah 5K run and going throughout the day. And then there are, of course, the stage schedules, which that's the musical entertainment. So we've got 3 outdoor stages and 2 indoor stages this year, if you count the Opera House and the DeKalb Theater. Both will have programs going on. So all of those programs and artists are listed per stage, per location, and with the time of the different acts. So some of the acts and stages that we have going on at the Rotary Pavilion in the park, we have our Cheerwine and Donahue Chevrolet sponsored stage. And so we'll have a mix of acts there, including Mad Wicked, who's a wonderful DJ, Tucker Yoakum Band, Midnight Mob, who's coming all the way down from New York, believe it or not, Rock Candy out of Birmingham, playing some favorites for everybody. They're a great cover and party band. The Swampers that you're all familiar with, and they're going to be doing a very special performance featuring a young gentleman who's 16 years old named Jackson Nance. And Jackson, you can go find him on YouTube and on the internet. He is the youngest ever singer-songwriter signed to Warner Chappell Music in Nashville. So he's no joke. And so Jimmy Johnson and David Hood of the Muscle Shoals Rhythm Section have really taken this young man under their wings and are mentoring him and are recording an album with him and several songs. And he's really something special. And
to have Jimmy Johnson, he's very fortunate to have him working with him.
He's one of the greatest producers and session guitarists of all time, by all acknowledged sources. Whether you look at Rolling Stone magazine or Gibson Guitar, I mean, they have just consistently named Jimmy in the top 10 list of people in history. Then we'll have Delbert McClinton closing out the day on that stage. Our Verizon Wireless City Park stage, we'll have Dean Mitchell, Ricky J. Taylor, and the Live Roots Ensemble. John Tavius Willis, who's a wonderful rising blues star, who's coming to town for the first time. Norman Blake, Grammy winner, coming over from Sulphur Springs. You know, he used to be in Johnny Cash's band. Pierce Pettis, Deidre and the Rough Pro Band. They're a great blues band. Alabama Annie. And at the Opera House, which is Alabama's oldest standing opera house.
It sure is.
It's a treasure here for Fort Payne.
I'm so glad we're doing something in there.
Well, AL.com, the Alabama Media Group, is sponsoring that stage.
Oh, wow.
So they are going to we're going to have a traditional hootenanny. You know what a hootenanny is?
I love it. I love it. And I love AL.com.
Yeah. So you can come there and see Jim Connor, Russell Gully, John Tavius Willis, and Norman Blake will do a reprise performance at the Opera House. And we think this is the first hootenanny in all of Alabama for the 21st century. We're going to go ahead and make that claim today. If you can prove me wrong, call into the station or look me up online, and I'll eat crow on it. But we believe this is the first hootenanny of the new century in Alabama, so we're very proud about that.
How many people out there do you think know what a hootenanny is?
Well, if you don't know what a hootenanny is, you need to go Google it and find out. But I'll tell you what a hootenanny is. It's an old Scottish word, and it comes from our Appalachian heritage here in the South, and it was brought over from Ireland and Scotland with the original settlers that came in, and it just means a fun gathering of people, particularly where music and folk music is performed, and it just means a fun gathering basically, and that's what it is. It's going to be a hoot and a holler. So come to the Hootenanny at Boom Days and enjoy celebrating Alabama's oldest theatrical structure, the Fort Payne Opera House, and we'll have blues and bluegrass and country music playing in there the way that in such a great setting, the way that it should be heard.
Well, and when not only are they going to hear the great music, and there'll be wonderful vendors, there'll be incredible food here, always great food, but you'll be able to see the beauty of our area. We've got the mountains, and you can go on out to Lookout Mountain and see the canyons and the other sites. So let's talk about that date again, because there may be people having to skirt.
September the 19th, Saturday.
September 19th.
Not this coming Saturday, but next Saturday. Boom Days is always on the third Saturday. And so, it's an all-day thing. It'll start early in the morning with the 8 a.m. for Hauling for Hannah 5K run, and just throughout the day. And we will wind up the night at the DeKalb Theater. And the doors open there at 7 p.m. for the Flow Tribe show, which is our rock and roll show that evening. So after the dust settles and the smoke clears and Delbert McClinton has left the stage, everybody can come over to the DeKalb Theater for a really fresh and funky act. They're a young, very vibrant group called Flow Tribe. Now they're coming up from New Orleans, and there won't be anybody sitting in their seat that night in the house. Everybody's going to be up dancing because they're a very high energy act. It's going to be a lot of fun, and they're well known around the South and certainly in New Orleans, and we're glad to be able to bring them up to Fort Payne this year. And let me not forget to tell everybody that prior to Boom Days on Saturday, September 19th, we have sort of a kickoff or keynote event, if you want to call it that, on Thursday, September the 17th. That will also be at the DeKalb Theater in downtown Fort Payne, and we have the king of Georgia blues guitar, Tinsley Ellis, a well-known staple for music here in the Southeast. He's played with everybody under the sun, and he will be doing a wonderful blues show that night at Thursday, 7 p.m. at the DeKalb Theater.
Goodness
and
gracious.
It's only $10 for an adult ticket, and if you're a student, for the first time this year, we're having a student rate ticket for $5 only, and that applies to Tinsley's show and also for the Flow Tribe show on Saturday evening.
Now, how do they get their tickets?
They can call the Chamber of Commerce. I don't have that number handy at the moment. I was hoping we could flash it up on the screen, but
Yeah, maybe
I don't
Matt
think we
can
can
look
do
up
that
that
this
chamber
morning.
number. We'll
But
get you that number.
Google Chamber of Commerce Fort Payne, but it's very easy to go to our website, www. I can't stress it enough. Just go to the website, folks. I'm not trying to be lazy here, but there's a lot of information to impart, and rather than me bore you to death with babbling about it, I'd like for you to go look at it in a visual way on our website. Our web designer has spent countless millions of hours designing this site methodically. It's a beautiful site, so I encourage you to go take advantage of it, and you can buy your tickets there too. So that's www.boomdays.org.
Well, now let's talk about how long have you been involved with this event?
This is my second year. I'm a publicist, and I work with all kinds of stuff around the state of Alabama, and this is certainly one of my favorite projects to work with the city of Fort Payne and the Boom Days folks and Collins and all of the Boom Days team. So this is my second year to be on the Boom Days team, and I've loved every second of it.
Well, so you're saying that you worked with us last year,
Mm-hmm.
and so last year we won the award.
Well, no, we won the award this year.
This year.
But we have won awards consistently every year. We've been named a Southeast Tourism Society Top 20 event for the last couple years as well. So, and we have been named the North Alabama Event of the Year. I believe that was by the Mountain Lakes Tourism in the past. So, Boom Days has consistently won basically every award that a festival at this level can win in the state of Alabama. And now we can't win any higher award than what we've won this year. So
That's
we're
going to
very
be hard
proud
to
of
keep that pace up. But Collins Kirby has spent, he lives this and breathes it. I mean, you found. So it takes somebody like that really believes in what they're doing and just digs in there. And he's always thinking about acts to bring in. And hats off, Collins.
Well, yeah, he's got a lot of experience in the industry, both from the festival design standpoint and from the music industry standpoint. So he's has a keen eye for talent. And if you look at, we're not taking any claim of credit for it, but it's interesting if you look at what happens with some of the artists that come through Boom Days, and then right the year after they boom. They go to the top. I mean, for example, we have one performance artist who's been with us now for at least a couple years. Her name is Katie Sunshine. Local audiences will know her as the Hula Hoop Girl. Arguably one of our more popular attractions. In fact, I'll tell you, when I'm just walking down the street, more people want to talk to me about Katie Sunshine than
We ought to have her on the
Delbert
show.
McClellan. So, yeah, she would be a great guest for your show. But she will be back this year by popular demand, and Katie will be seen all around the festival, and I believe she'll be also doing a little opener teaser act for us at the Flow Tribe show, so you can get another peek at Katie at the Flow Tribe show Saturday night on the 19th of September. But, last year Katie was on YouTube. She had about 30 or 40,000 hits on her most popular YouTube video, and she has several videos up. Go Katie Sunshine on YouTube. Check her out. Now she's up to about 4 million
Oh,
views.
you're kidding.
So she's a YouTube sensation now. So we're lucky to still be able to get her on the festival.
I just really, even I myself, it's hard to comprehend that, through, and I can't remember what year this is. What year is this? How many years have we been doing this?
Well, this is the 10th year. This is also the 10th anniversary of Boom Days. So it's a very special year for us.
But so how long, I know Collins works on this year round, but how long, when do y'all actually start and say, come together and meet on a regular basis?
Angela, the work for Boom Days never stops. We may take a couple weeks breather after the festival ends, but for those of you who are not in the festival or events community or music industry, you're only as good as your last show, right? So you're always looking ahead to how can you have a quality program designed for the upcoming year. What did we learn from the previous year? What went really great? What were some of the things we could have tweaked and made a little smoother? And this year we're expecting an even larger crowd, so we're going to be very closely observing how traffic flow works and how the audience dynamics and all that. Since we are event of the year, we expect to have a groundswell of support coming in unlike ever before, so that'll be interesting to see. But the work never stops. You're always thinking about who can come in and be involved and enrich the festival, and how to make things better. And so that mental process, that process of communications with the team is going on year-round. And that's really a great thing about the Boom Days team is we all work very closely together. We're all friends. We all respect each other, and we like talking to one another. So we don't know what to do if we can't get on the phone and talk to each other every day. Our hands get antsy. Our ear gets
my
antsy,
goodness! Well, so how many people came last year? Do you have a number?
I think
that?
we had about 8,000 last year from my last conversation. So we're expecting upwards of at least that much, maybe over 10,000 this year. Who knows how many Delbert McClinton groupies are going to come crashing into Fort Payne on Saturday, September the 19th. And, those Muscle Shoals Swampers guys are no joke either.
Well,
you might
Daron,
have heard of them, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. The thing about this that excites me, though, is, of course I love music. Of course I love food. And, the whole festive event, and the fact that it's, top-notch entertainment, but the economic impact that has on our community. I don't know if you have any numbers on that, but you take that many people coming into our town in that length of time, and everybody's going to be buying gas, everybody's going to be buying food or staying in a hotel somewhere. I'm telling you, talk about an economic engine.
It's huge. It may be the single largest. I think it's the single largest event of the year that June Jam no longer exists. So this is what is bringing people in. Talk to any of the merchants, especially on Galt Avenue, and they're going to tell you that the stores are staying busy, the restaurants are packed. And folks, if you're coming in from out of town and you don't have a hotel room yet, go ahead and try to find one, because
really
those are almost booked now, from my information. And it's just great all around. I mean, the trickle-down effect to the community, it's a win-win situation for everybody involved. And, for me, what I like to see is the combination of the local folks having a lot of self-pride in the community about what the community's achieved with the #1 festival in the state, #1 event of the year for tourism, and then being exposed to all of the out-of-towners coming in from different states or different parts of the world, heck. And hearing those people come to Fort Payne and say, wow, this community is special. This is a place worth coming back to. This is a place where I want to spend my tourism dollar. And for you as somebody who lives in a community, when you hear that coming from the outside, that's really a great validation to get to feel pride about where you're from. And we're very happy to be able to bring an experience like that to the area.
Well, I remember back in the June Jam days, and you weren't around here then, I don't guess, but that brought so many people here, and so many of those people never left. They came here, they saw what we had to offer, and this was years ago, and literally would just go out, find a house, and just move here because we have so much to offer.
We have talked to people who have been to those events and have been to previous Boom Days and have decided that they wanted to move here. And that's what it's all about, folks. When you can really wow somebody with your hometown like that, and we need that in this country right now. We need more pride in our hometowns and Main Street America. We've been missing that for many decades now as a country, and I think there's a general movement that's turning back to looking at our center again, and we feel proud to be a part of that to some extent.
Well, and what's exciting to me, you turn on the news and you see all kind of things, and things will, get you down or whatever, what's going on in the world. But your world can be right where you are. You can make it what you want it to be. And so when we've got these wonderful things just right in our back door. To not take advantage of that is not a good thing. So you come on out and come to Fort Payne on the 19th and see what's going on. Now, you said the Thursday, though. Thursday. Is there anything going on Friday, or is that just a break?
Yeah, not really. There's we have our artists gathering and coming in from all points around the country and the southeast, but that's a down day for Boom Days. Saturday is the main event. Thursday is the kickoff event there with Tinsley Ellis at the DeKalb Theater. All of this information is available online, folks. Please, I can't stress enough. Go to www.boomdays.org, or come find us on Facebook just simply by typing in Boom Days, and you'll have all the information spelled out for you. Keep an eye out in your local papers. Birmingham News, Huntsville Times will be running some full page features on us coming up anytime now, and we've got advertisements all around in those papers as well, and in your local paper. And we appreciate all of our local media partners. Thank you for helping us get the word out about Boom Days.
And on that note, what I'd like to ask you to do, this show will be posted on Facebook, on WOLW Facebook this afternoon, probably around by 3 o'clock. Go on there, like it, and please share it. We're going to share it with friends and family all over the state, the country, and let people know what's going on right here in DeKalb County in downtown Fort Payne, Alabama. And with that, Daron, thank you so much. Is there anything else you want to tell us before we
come to Boom Days?
Boom, boom, boom. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Y'all go out and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.